So there's 6 different food stalls in there, and it's everything from. There's a Montreal smoked brisket place called Afu, which is delicious. There's a Korean kitchen called Enjoy that does like Korean-style fried chicken sandwiches, which are insane. But Vin Sung, which is like old-school Denver banh mi spot on South Federal, opened up another location there. So if you want to get like an incredible $8 Vietnamese banh mi sandwich, that's the spot.
I do want to give you, I have a question and a cease and desist. I know that y'all have a new thing popping up, and one of the stalls is called No Vacancy.
Uh-huh.
I fucking called dibs over a year ago. And so if people type in No Vacancy Colorado on Google, we are going to come first and y'all will come second, just so that we got our facts straight.
I guess it'll just be a competition. That's fine. We'll
no, that's not cool at all. That is not what I'm doing.
We aren't quite there yet to compete with these giants.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's not what I wanted to do. You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Okay,
not my
wait.
sexual assault lawyer, the other lawyer I have. This is so much bullshit. I knew we were going to have problems with this, Chris.
Oh, man. Well, that's good because banh mi, an $8 banh mi, that's pretty damn filling.
Mm-hmm.
That's very expensive for a banh mi because they're usually about $3 in most.
But you have to travel for it. So if you're in the city and you don't want to drive for 20 minutes...
I love South Federal, and so we've had guests on, and that's like, you got your Star Kitchen, which has gotten a lot of love recently.
Yep.
Eater sucks its dick, fucking Zagat, everyone loves the dim sum, but that whole strip, the pho scene on that, like everything down there from the Asian Cajun, like all that stuff is fire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, is it the crawling crab? Do you know that spot?
Yeah, right there in that strip mall, and then of course Lao Wang.
Yeah, I have one of my uncles is Vietnamese. He came over actually right after the war, and so I grew up going to those banh mi's or to the pho spots as like a little kid. I remember, like he would put such like all the spice in pho. I mean, it was crazy for a little kid to be eating that kind of stuff, but I loved it, and so I grew up loving Vietnamese food. South Federal's the best. All
right, so do you have, without shameless plug, because we do that all the time,
Yep.
What's your kind of like a hole in the wall on South Federal that maybe, there's Faux 5-6 and there's Faux 6-6 and, there's Faux Me Now and everything. What's the one that everyone probably doesn't know that they need to try?
If folks haven't been to, it's called Pho Dui. It's DUI.
Yeah.
That spot's great. Yeah. That spot's really great. That's been the one that I go to most often. Pho 79 is also, Pho 79 is like, that's where, when I was a little kid, I ate there. It's been there forever.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Man, we're getting some pretty good
insights. I've been craving some pho, so I might have to check out one of these spots.
And it is the season, if you need to clear anything out, you got any congestion in the ears, nasal passages, anything like that, pho will help in this winter weather. This kind of reminds me, we do have this segment where we do a little thing called rapid fire, and we've dug in deep with some food conversation and kind of your hot spots, but we're going to ask you a little this or that. Chris, I've added some stuff to the this or that. What do you think we give them a little rapid fire? What do you think about that?
Could I ask him one more question about the food thing?
Oh, for sure. I apologize.
No, we're all good. So one thing also is like, where's your favorite date night or like kind of like, all right, so 2-part question. Best meal you've had in the past month or so, and favorite kind of date spot here?
Best meal, got to shout out Alon Shaya and Safta. They just put a bone marrow dish on.
I saw that
on the menu, and it's real. So it's
coming for that ass, Alon.
It's on bed of like mashed potatoes, but he was telling me it's 1/3 butter and 2/3 mashed potatoes. So it's a lot, but it's amazing.
Okay, and on that note, how were you part of the reason for getting Alon Shah to pick that spot? Because he kind of gave us his input on like why he chose that spot. But I mean, did you like meet him? Were you trying to schmooze him in there? Or?
Yeah, we did this kind of out of left field, but we decided to do sort of like a party about the Source Hotel before the Source Hotel opened at Aspen Food and Wine. So we actually took over the top floor of the Aspen Art Museum.
I missed
that spot. I was partying there this weekend.
Were you? Nice. So that was, a couple years ago. And Alon, ended up at the party, and we started talking. And, yeah, I mean, Alon's very familiar with Colorado. I'm sure he told you, like, he comes out here all the time, so he loves this place. But yeah, we struck up a conversation and I think found mutual interest and realized that we have similar values and what we're trying to do with what he's trying to do with food and what we're trying to do with real estate. And kind of hit it off.
Palm Hospitality. Shout out to our friends over there at Palm. They're great. I love Alone as well. That whole that whip feta, I mean, I'd fucking stick my dick in it.
And he also highlighted something that I think you were a big part of. He had talked about the Kamal Heritage
Food Incubator.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's incredible. And for people who don't know, it's like a, I mean, what's the best way to describe it?
So the way I describe Kamal is it's a heritage food incubator. It's really an economic development model whereby there's a nonprofit that we partnered with here at Taxi. So it's just a few steps from where we're sitting. And they have entrepreneurs from the surrounding neighborhoods. They're primarily women from Mexico and El Salvador, Latin America, but then also refugees from Syria and Iraq. And then also a couple of the entrepreneurs are from Ethiopia. So the deal is, the way this program came together is, I think Focus Points, the nonprofit, recognized, and we very much shared this, that these people coming into Globeville and Elyria, Swansea, or some who had been here for some time, have these incredible food skills because the places they're coming from, that's the history of that place, right? But don't necessarily know how to take that to market. So the model behind Kamal is it's heritage food presented by the people whose families came up with these recipes. So you go and you can have a meal, but the nonprofit is then also teaching them the skills that it takes for them to go on to open their own food businesses.
That's awesome.
So Alon became familiar with that when he was visiting Denver. We connected over that as well, and he's done some work with them. He took a crew of them to South Beach Food and Wine, just to kind of like highlight again their history, their culture, and it's been an amazing thing for the Taxi campus.
Dude, we need to go to South Beach Food and Wine.
Is that?
It sounds like we just go fucking party in Miami and eat a bunch.
Sounds great to me.
Yeah,
we're going to Aspen this year.
We are. So we'll see you up there. We'll party. We'll party it up. But So our next segment of the evening. This is our most intense. So
all right, I'm ready.
You don't have to sweat. I'm sweating like a whore in church over here. Chris, lead the way, brother.
All right.
Rapid Fire is presented to you this week by Fillmore Denver. We have a slew of DJs and other good music coming out here in February, so don't be shy. Go over there and buy your tickets now. They're paying me to read this. Go for it.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Coffee or espresso?
Coffee.
Wheat or beer?
Beer.
Vodka or gin martini?
Gin martini.
Thick or thin crust?
Thick.
Mountains or city?
City.
Highlands or Cap Hill?
Cap Hill.
Loft or apartment?
Apartment.
Zeppelin or the Source? It's like picking your kid.
I can't choose.
Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Yacos or burgers?
Yacos?
It's just my way of saying tacos.
Tacos.
Next to explode, the Springs or Foco?
Foco.
Nice. Okay. I threw that one in there because I
like that.
And we're headed up. Shout out to our friends at NoCo Magazine. For those that don't know, go follow them on Instagram. Go follow them. They have a newsletter. We always like to support our friends in the industries. They're trying to do great things for Northern Colorado. They like to promote their local businesses up there from Lyons and I don't know all the fucking towns, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Go shout out NoCo Magazine. You're not out of the woods yet, my friend.
All
we
right.
have a lot of stupid questions left to ask. I'll let you do Stoned Appetit.
Okay, yeah. So you mentioned you hardly ever get out of work in time to make a happy hour or something. So, I mean, don't work them too hard, guys. But if you're pulling one of those all-nighters, you're let's say you just got done closing something for the development of the Source Hotel, and it's like 12 o'clock at night. Maybe you pull out like a whiskey in your drawer or something.
Just go ahead and get to the question.
Yeah. What's your late night guilty pleasure? What do you reach for in the fridge or whenever you come home late at night and you're a little messed up?
Late night snack, meal, fast food, whatever. Something you're embarrassed to say it to other people.
You can say it here.
You're in a safe space.
It's funny. I was just thinking, I'm like, mezcal, but that's not really what you guys are.
Nope, that counts.
Is it? Okay.
But I mean, like a liquid diet late at night. I mean, that may screw you in the morning, and you may have your guilty pleasure for breakfast. But I mean, like, if that's what it is at night, if you're
Chris is very big pro mezcal, so anytime he can justify a 1 a.m. mezcal, he's good.
Yeah.
Mezcal.
That's a great answer.
I like that.
Shout out to our friend Fat Guy in Denver. That bastard loves mezcal as well. Okay, so this literally is the last stupid question.
All right.
Do you believe in dinosaurs?
Yes.
If you were a dinosaur, what kind of dinosaur would you be?
I'd be Denver the last dinosaur.
That's a dinosaur? We have to look into that. We're in awe right now. I don't even know.
I'm not sure if that's a scientific name.
Denver the last dinosaur. What genus was that?
I couldn't tell you.
Holy shit.
See, so we steer clear of politics, but this question, we're trying to find that person who doesn't believe in dinosaurs.
And you hesitated. I literally thought we were about to find a flat earther over here.
No, I believe in dinosaurs.
Okay.
Oh. God, cool.
It's okay if you don't. Like, we'll still accept you.
Like Chris said, you're in a safe space. If you don't believe in dinosaurs, we're going to restart this whole episode and just make fun of you for an hour.
I wish you guys luck. I mean, really, that should be the focus of your podcast, is finding the one person in the U.S. who doesn't believe in dinosaurs.
Dude, there are people out there. There's some dumb, stupid motherfuckers out there. We're going to find someone that doesn't believe in dinosaurs. It's going to have to be some like devout Christian that was like, no, evolution's not real. But when we find them, by God, we're going to have the best episode this city's ever seen.
Maybe we should do something like where, like, on one of those late night shows where they go around the city asking people like dumb questions or something. We'll just go around the city asking people.
We do that every week, Chris.
But we do it in like a spot here. We don't find...
That's true. That's true. Well, Justin, we do appreciate you joining us this week. Thanks for kind of shedding some light on not only the history of Denver, but also kind of the future. You know, you obviously are one of those great minds that we have to thank for developing this city, what it's become, but also where it's going. So I have a lot of faith in not only our community, but also in where the city's going. So we really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to deal with us dumbasses. We do appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me.
And on that note, right before we close, what's on the horizon for Zepplin? If you can give us like a sneak peek. Well, I mean, you mentioned like the affordable housing, but like what's some kind of project you guys got on the back burner or something, if you can?
You know, the source is getting some new folks, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, little teaser.
Little change of the guards there?
Yeah.
Little teaser.
Nice.
Good closer right there.
All right, you guys, you heard it here first on No Vacancy.
Yeah, we're breaking news. We found someone that doesn't believe in dinosaurs. I'm just kidding. But yeah, for real, Justin, we appreciate it. And for all of our listeners, don't forget to go subscribe on whatever your avenue is that you listen to podcasts. Please review us. Let us know what we're doing right, which means everything, and things that we may not be doing right. Please let us know, and don't forget to go follow us on Instagram at NoVacancyCO. And until next week, we say stay hungry and cheers.
Yeah, and check out the city.
Cheers. Yeah, check out the city. It's a good one. We should start saying that every time.
Yeah.
Check out the city. Peace.